Another gorgeous day in Westcliffe, and I'm here at the Venable Comanche trailhead. This is a really nice trailhead. Got ample parking right outside the Alvarado campground. And as you can see, this is a loop, so I'm gonna start up the Venable. It's a little less steep. And then when you go up across PhantomTerrace, you'll come back over to Comanche, which is a little bit steeper.
I wanna go out, 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 out. Yeah, I don't wanna go out. I wanna go out, out, out.
Walking by myself, I haven't seen nobody else. Somebody help me. Living on my own, I never felt so alone in an empty street. When the sky's so gray.
It is gorgeous up here. There's not a cloud in the sky. Some big gusts of wind coming through, but helps to keep you from overheating. But man, this altitude is no joke.
Feeling sorry for yourself, the night's still early. Going out, out. Please don't show me up, 'cause I've been down so long. Going out, out. Can't get enough, yeah, we don't turn it off. Lately I haven't been myself. These days I feel like someone else. Don't check the mirror. And my hair is so astray. Even my clothes are driving gray. Tell me, who is she? Oh, I've been making friends. Talk to anyone who'll lend me their ear. And I'm so tired.
I'm about 3.5 miles in, and this is a 12 to 13 mile trail. So I'm thinking maybe I overestimated my abilities for this early in the season. Got about maybe 2 miles to go until we get to the Venable Lakes. And so I'll see how I'm feeling there. If I'm gonna turn around and come back down, make this about a 10-mile hike, or go over PhantomTerrace and then down Comanche. But I must have just read it wrong. Most people take the other way. They go up Comanche instead of Venable. So I don't know if I've done it the wrong way or just the hard way.
Don't keep me waiting. Under the lights. Anticipating. Wondering what it'll be like tonight.
I don't wanna go out. I wanna go out, 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 out.
About 4.25 miles from the trailhead and pretty close to Venable Lakes. We found these cool ruins here and a marmot just chirping at Milo. And looking up here, this trail, pretty sure I would have to climb all the way up and that's the traverse. So I don't think that's probably in my cards today.
Listen up to the nines and the tens and the elevens. Listen up the music and I am in heaven. Going out, out. Please don't show me up, 'cause I've been down so long. Going out, out. Can't get enough, yeah, we don't turn it off. Going out, out. Don't keep me waiting. Under the lights, anticipating. Wondering what it'll be like tonight.
Big coat, it's gonna be cold. Actually, let's not wear a coat. We'll have to pay £1 for the coat. Yeah. Alright, see you then.
Well, once I got to the lake, I realized I was at most an hour from the traverse, and I figured might as well give it a go because this is a pretty challenging hike. And while I'm relatively certain I'll hike it again just because now we've got property close by, it might not be again this summer, and I'd hate to miss out. start the Phantom Terrace. It's not called that because the trail is hard to find while you're on it, but that it is nearly impossible to see in pictures. It's really windy up here, but it is pretty amazing how you can just barely see the trail. It's kind of like walking on that bridge in Indiana Jones. You just have to believe that it's there and it goes all the way across. It's amazing up here. I almost missed the turn for my return hike that would have taken me back to the same trailhead. So if you get to this big snow wall here, then turn up, climb up just a little bit, and then you'll kind of go over the edge of it. It's not nearly as scary as that sounds. For a minute, I thought I was gonna have to climb over part of that snow and I was gonna pee my pants. But those are the Comanche lakes, it looks like, and we're gonna head down there. So I came over just to the right of that, and then because the snow hasn't completely melted, the trail's under there, you kind of have to create your own trail around the willows. Definitely people have been doing this already. So I'm about to go here through this trail through the willows, and then hopefully we'll get down to those lakes soon. Down the Comanche side, and I am hopeful we are done with snowfields, although I'm not positive. I 100% regret my decision to go over the Phantom Terrace. It took me an hour to get from the top to here, so now I'm going on mile 8. I still have 4 miles to go to get back down. So once I'm out of the snow, I think it'll be okay. But right now, the river is the trail. I'm so unhappy and ready to be done that I forgot to kind of look up at how beautiful this is. I think if you wait a couple more weeks for all the snow to melt, it'll be amazing. I guess it's already a good thing my feet are wet from falling in the snow up above my knee. because now I'm walking through this river. Might not want advice from the jazzy hiker, but this is a good time to make sure that you have wool socks because they will keep your feet warm even when they're wet. I also throw a second pair in my pack so that if I'm really just sopping wet and uncomfortable, I can try to put on something warmer for a minute. The other thing is to have a change of clothes, or not well, clothes maybe, but shoes in your car. Because if these were my only shoes, by the time I got back to my place, they'd just be wet and smelly and gross. I mean, they probably will be anyway, just by the end of the day. But having a pair of flip-flops or, you know, recovery sandals to put on in the car, not a bad idea. Been walking on this path lined with aspens for at least a mile. Definitely a nice little aspen alley. And I think maybe fall would be the soonest I would think to come back here, but I suspect it would be stunning if you hit it during peak turning of the leaves. Thank I am so done. I made it. 13 miles, 9 hours and 45 minutes. Oh my God, that's so slow. Later, and I am sweaty. I am also scratched up from willows, and I am wet from walking through snow, and I am dirty from walking through mud and through rivers, and I am exhausted